So by now you've probably noticed that in the background of all of my videos I have Doometernal. Well, not all of them, but more often than not, at the very least. And that's big shocker here because I'm a massive Doom fan. I'm really into it, and funnily enough, it just so happens that today I wanted to do more of a chill video, and oh, it's also the 27th anniversary of Doom, and oh, it's also the Game Awards. So yeah, fate kind of just aligned up for this video. So in this one, I'm going to be talking about why Doom Eternal is my game of the year, and also I'm going to be talking about the Game Awards. So let's just get right into this. Yeah, Doom Eternal. This is going to be a video with not a lot of edits. I'm just going to have straight gameplay in the background, so you kind of get what I mean, right? When I'm talking about how awesome I think it is. And I guess if I had to describe Doom to somebody who doesn't know how video games work, it's about, like, imagine every 90s action film, like, packed into one, but it's, like, all action all the time. And that's kind of what I think of when I think of Doom. It's a very just always on your toes, no nonsense, and it's straight gameplay all the time. And I think that even if Doom doesn't win Game of the Year 2020, you can at least admit that it probably is the best game of the year, at least in regards to gameplay, right? Because the other selections, like fucking Last of Us 2, like, the biggest innovation in terms of gameplay for that is, well, you can jump now, which I don't think is a very big crowning achievement. Final Fantasy VII, which is a remake, but not only that, but that doesn't necessarily disqualify it, but rather it's, yeah, I don't think its gameplay does anything outstanding. Also, big qualifier. I have only played Doom Eternal out of, like, the games that are lining up the roster for Game of the Year. But I don't think that makes my opinion any less than valid. Maybe there's some asshole out there that thinks so. I mean, Lord knows, when I make a video about pedophiles, they fucking come at my neck, That's... I mean that in, like, the sense that they try and kill me, not, like, sexually, but, take it as you will. So yeah, before I derail this video too much, Doom is just the other games, like Final Fantasy, Last of Us 2, already said that. Ghost of Tsushima might be the best mix, maybe, of story and gameplay. Hades is kind of really too niche and indie, but hey, it might be good, who knows. Again, that's another game about demons and stuff, so that's, hey, more trivia for you, I suppose. Yeah, another thing that Doom really has going for it is, I have no idea why, but I have a fascination with just killing demons. Like Devil May Cry 5, the Devil May Cry series in general, Doom 2016, Doom 1, 1993, Doom 2, 1994. The only Doom game I don't think I own is Doom 3, so... and I probably will play that at some point, but who knows what the future holds in that regards anyway. In terms of story, Doom Eternal, like right now you're seeing a cutscene, I believe, if my editing magic has made its, powers work. It's a very cut and dry story. There's what you think is gonna happen usually happens, right? There's a couple, the cool moments are like, alright, let me describe it in the best way possible. Doom's story exists for cool shit to happen, and to give you an excuse to kill shit. And that's really when you really think about it, that's kind of why Doom, the original Doom, had any sort of semblance of a story to begin with in the first place. It's to give you an excuse to shoot things. So, take of that what you will. And that's not to say that the story is, like, complete and utter dog shit. It's fine for what it is. It's just a guy being a badass, killing the armies of hell, and just fucking plowing through them all, right? But I don't want to, rag on Doom, like, all that much, right? Because I want to talk about the Game Awards. And truth be told, I'll probably, at some point, definitely when I get my gaming PC and I I become like a editing whiz, right? I'm gonna fucking do like a big old Doom review, because that's something that I'm very interested in, because some people say Doom Eternal isn't as good as 2016, or they're about the same quality. No, Doom Eternal is far fucking better. It's not even a fucking comparison. I mean, it is a comparison, but, you know, no competition, rather. So, let's talk about the Game Awards now, shall we? Truth be told, I can never really get excited for these, at least not anymore. I mean, there might be a cool game or two revealed, or a couple trailers for games we already know are coming out, and all that jazz. But, yeah, it's, at the end of the day, that's the problem, though, isn't it? It's a glorified fucking advertisement, you know? It's like, and some of the award categories are so fucking ridiculous, like, best direction in audio. It's like, what the fuck does that mean, right? Are you talking about the soundtrack? Are you talking about the sound effects? Are you talking about, like, the score, the original soundtrack, the music that's in it that's not original? It's like, the fuck does that mean, right? And ultimately, right, there's a couple of awards like that. I don't think there is one called fucking Chief Audio, not Chief Audio, but like Audio Direction, right? But you get the idea that, you know, there's just so many stupid awards, and there's like a fucking advertisement. But not only that, it's like, in 2018, they gave the award to, like, I think it was God of War instead of Red Dead 2, and I have actually played Red Dead 2, and as much as I have a lot of problems with that in, like, terms of Rockstar just refusing to actually, you know, like, make new mechanics, well, they do make new mechanics in Red Dead 2, but, you know, you get the idea. They just refuse to make meaningful new mechanics. Even though that annoys me so much, I still think it probably should have won over God of War. Though, then again, I have not played God of War, and I have heard good things about it. But I've also heard that it's kind of killed, you know, all the things that made the original God of Wars, like, interesting. Which is unfortunate, because from what I've seen of the old God of War gameplays, it's a lot like Devil May Cry 5, and as stated before, I fucking like Devil May Cry 5, so really... really unfortunate in that regard. Another weird thing about the Game Awards that I'm thinking of is, like, I feel like it's kind of also an excuse to make games feel more like fucking Hollywood, and I don't know what your guys' opinions about, like, the current state of the gaming industry is, but it's like, there's a lot of fucking artsy-fartsy games right now. No, artsy-fartsy games out there that are just really kind of like... You know how some movies would be titled, like, Oscar bait or some shit? And I don't even know what that means, but it's basically just, like, kind of pandered to the critics. Like, I look at games like Last of Us and really any Naughty Dog game, and that's kind of what I see from them, is just trying to be more like Hollywood, more like something that the game industry should never be, because video games at their core are about gameplay. Like, even, you know, in the Last of Us example, there's like hours upon hours of cutscenes, right? But you're still playing, you're still killing shit, and that becomes this really weird kind of phenomenon where you're putting so much attention to like 50% of the game, and you're forgetting the other 50%, and people are kind of okay with it. That actually really bothers me. Like, some people think like the Uncharted games or Last of Us 2 are like technologically, or maybe rather gameplay wise, very innovative or rather fine, and I really don't like that idea or notion or whatever you want to call it, because when you get down to it, like, games, the way games should be evolving naturally is to like minimize its weaknesses and just absolutely exploit what makes them good. And obviously, the thing that comes to mind when it comes to exploiting what's good about games would be the gameplay. And Doom fits that bill, and that's why it's really unfortunate that as I'm recording this, that the Games Awards are probably going to be going on in like an hour or two, and Doom is probably not going to win Game of the Year. And if it does, I will make a follow-up video my video tomorrow, rather, I'll fucking mention it and I'll be excited and hyped and all that. But I'm not expecting much in the way of me being satisfied. And you know what? That's perfectly fine. Fucking things don't exist to necessarily please me, even though entertainment in itself, it does kind of, it's a weird paradox. Let me put it this way. Entertainment exists to please you, but not everything has to please you, okay? So, I guess that's my stance on that anyway. I feel like there's one more thing I want to say about the Game Awards. Oh, yeah. Like, there's... I feel like sometimes there's a very clear bias towards games. The artsy-partsy games, again. Like, and I don't understand why, again, Hollywood, we should probably be our own thing. Video game rock stars. The first video game rock stars were the guys at id making Doom. There's a famous quote by, I believe it was, maybe John Carmack, or it's one of the fucking cool guys. There's where it's like, story in video games are like story in porn. You expect it to be there, but it doesn't really change anything. And I find it very fascinating that we now live in a time where games can sometimes win Game of the Year awards simply because of their characters and stories, which I think is interesting. How we've kind of evolved from, gone from there to here. But that being said, maybe Doom Eternal, again, one of my favorite games of all time. So what does that say? That I like this game that's more like old school games that focus so much on gameplay. It's like than the new ones that are kind of like supposed to be these huge innovative experiences. Who knows? I'm not a video game philosopher. Okay, let's leave it at that, right? But I think I'm gonna leave the video here. Like, in short, Doom Eternal, Game of the Year for me at the very least. And hey, if you don't know, like, if for Christmas or something, if you got extended family, friends, and you don't know, and you want to get a game, but you have no fucking idea as to what you want to get Doom Eternal. Actually, first get Doom 2016. Then get Doom Eternal. And you might like it. I won't guarantee that you'll like it, but you definitely might. If you've seen the gameplay in my videos and think, ooh, excuse me, but if you've seen the gameplay in my videos and you think, well, hot damn, that looks epic and stuff, then, yo, go ahead and buy it, I suppose. But yeah, I've been KB, baby. God bless your soul. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to wash your face. I don't know why I said that. Why did I say that? You know why I said that? It's because I've been thinking about Cyberpunk 2077 a lot recently, because I've seen like the first couple hours of gameplay, and that's something that pops up strangely a lot. I'll definitely want to do something about Cyberpunk 2077 if and when I get it. So, again, no more sidetracks. The video's long enough. I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I'm signing off. Peace.